Photographers, this branding mistake might be costing you thousands of dollars per year. So, are you making it? Well, let's find out in this video. Hey there, photography friends. Sean Brown here. I'm a high school senior photographer and educator helping photographers just like you build a business of their dreams, create profitable high school senior photography businesses so that you too can have the freedom, flexibility, and time to do what you want. And the topic of today's video is one that I see way too many photographers, especially who are starting out, that they're making. And this is a simple mistake that we're going to correct literally in this video that's going to get you not only more inquiries, but also more clients that you actually enjoy working with. If you're just starting your photography journey, or if you're looking to book more high school seniors this year, we've also put together a free senior photography starter kit download that you can grab right here. It's our freebie, just our way of saying thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this video. But before we begin, I can only start if you smash the like button. So all you got to do is smash the like button and then we can continue. Okay, you smash the like button so we can continue. That helps the algorithm, helps other senior photographers find this video as well. So let's get to it. Now, this mistake, if you are a photographer and you're getting ghosted, you're not having inquiries reply to you, they're just not following up with you, or you're hearing that you're way too expensive, or lastly, one of the things is that you see a lot of photography clients hitting you up, sending you direct messages, emailing you about services that you really just don't want to photograph. Maybe it's like a cake smash or a bridal event, or just genres of photography that maybe you don't want. You're like, I want to do high school seniors. That's all I want to do. Well, if that's happening to you, chances are you're making this branding mistake that's costing you big time. What is that mistake? It's appealing to everyone. And I know you've probably heard it before, but we're going to talk about how do you fix this? Because one of the things is that when you appeal to everybody, you appeal to no one. And this is a lesson that I actually learned the really hard way back when I was just starting out my photography journey. In fact, I thought that what I had to do was I had to post a little bit of everything. If it was a family session that I photographed, if it was a wedding that I did, if it was like newborn photos, if it was like unfun stuff, maybe it was like a corporate headshot or something like that, I thought I had to post it, because if I wasn't posting it, well, that meant, like, first of all, I wasn't staying busy. And second of all, if I didn't post it, well, what would those clients think? Did they think that I hated their photo shoot? No, it wasn't that. It was that I just knew that in my heart, I needed to only post what I wanted to show. And this is a really big example of you photograph what you show. And if you want more inquiries, whether that's high school seniors, or maybe you're saying, I want more weddings, but you're showing an array of artwork, an array of different session types, well, this is what we're going to do, is we're going to talk about how do you fix it, how do you start showing only the work, and how do you get the idea that you're a photographer for everybody out of their head, and how do you define, how do you hone in and really target a niche that's going to leave you profitable in the end. So the first of the 3 steps is, what are the clients that you want to photograph? Are these high school seniors? Is it high-end weddings? Is it boudoir? Is it newborn photography? What type of photography is it that you want? And what I want you to do is, this is going to be a very actionable video. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to your website and your social media. And what I want you to do is, every single post that isn't related to whatever genre you wrote down, what I want you to do is I want you to go onto your website, I want you to go onto your Instagram, and I want you to delete or archive it. So if you have weddings and newborns and boudoir and family sessions and seniors all on your website, I want you to just put whatever it is in a year, in the next 12 months. What is it in your heart? If you could only photograph that genre, what is it that you want to be known for in your niche, in your industry? I ask you this question. Why is it that when we think of specific photographers that we love, that we look up to, whether it be Peter Hurley or Lindsay Adler, any of those big names, one of the things that you hopefully recognize is that they're known for one specific thing. They're known for headshots. Peter Hurley. Lindsay Adler is known for fashion. Sue Bryce, known for women's portraiture. Why is it that they're all known for one specific genre? Well, it's because that's what they show. And if you too want to be the go-to photographer for senior portraits in your market, well, the first thing you got to do is you got to act like you're the go-to senior photographer in your market. That's the best thing that you can possibly do. Now, once you've gotten it off your websites and your social media, you might have the question, well, what if I want to do 2 genres? And for those of you who are like, yeah, I want to photograph multiple genres. I love both of the genres that I photograph. That's completely okay. In fact, a lot of our students that we coach inside of the mastermind also have other genres. They do weddings and seniors. In fact, it's actually kind of like peanut butter and jelly, where they've got the weddings on the weekends, the seniors during the weekdays. It's a great way of supplementing their income. And so that's absolutely a viable option for you. One of the things that I recommend, and this is what we have seen the most success with, is that you separate your websites and your social media. So if that sounds a lot of work, well, guess what? You're doing the work already. You're posting your wedding stuff. You're posting your senior stuff. You're just going to do it in a different place. That's really the only difference. You don't have to completely redo your website. All you got to do, duplicate your existing website, put a section for seniors, put a section for weddings, do a landing page, have one go to the other, one go to seniors, one go to weddings, and you're all set to go. You can separate this. Super easy. You don't have to make it harder than you want. The next thing is you also need to identify, and this is step number 2, what is your brand experience? Again, there are going to be different experiences for different people. There are going to be the clients who want the photographer who's just going to show up and photograph them for 30, 45 minutes for a quick shoot. And then there are going to be clients who really want the full immersive experience. They want to photograph for 2-3 hours. They want to have multiple outfit changes, multiple locations. You have to identify, what is it that your experience is going to be? Are you going to be kind of the photographer that is more streamlined in that sense, where it's quicker sessions, more clients that you might be doing in a single day? Or are you going to be the photographer that's the high-end experience, and you're going to make sure that for every client you photograph, you're only doing 1 per day to make sure that they're getting the absolute best experience possible? You have an answer in you. Whatever it is that you're like, yeah, I want to be that photographer. I want to give them everything. I want to pull out all the stops. I want to make sure that when they're coming to me for senior portraits, that they're getting the absolute best experience possible. If that's you, well, now you know exactly what it is that you want to do for your client experience. The next thing is to make sure you're communicating that on your social media. So we put out a video on exactly how to do that, of the social strategies that actually help you book clients. So make sure to check that out. We go into that a little bit as well. We'll link that in the YouTube video somewhere right around here, or it'll pop up. So make sure to watch that next. The last step of the 3 is you want to make sure that you have a visually consistent brand. This goes from everything from not only what types of imagery are on your website, which goes into a whole nother rant, which we'll talk about in a second, but things like your fonts, your brand colors. Is it cohesive? Is it consistent? If you're a high-end photographer, does it give the feeling that it's a luxury brand? Is it more of a fun, whimsical, lighthearted brand? You have those brands in your mind. For example, You know that a brand like Louis Vuitton is a much higher end brand than, say, a Walmart. Well, why is that? It's because of the types of font that they use. It's because they have a simple aesthetic to them, very clean lines, whereas Walmart's a little bit more bright colors, a little bit more fun, more accessible. These brands have a feel to them. So, what is it that you want to be? Same thing goes for high end brands like Free People. They're not the Louis Vuitton, they're a little bit more laid back in a sense, where their color palettes, the typography that they use is a little bit more in that direction. Each brand has a feel. Now, if you haven't done professional branding, I would encourage you to head over to Pinterest, put together some boards and start searching for topics of like brand typography high end or luxury or free people-esque brands. And then what you can do is see like what types of color palettes and typography are they using, and how can you then incorporate that into your own photography business. The other thing too is when we say consistent branding, we want to make sure that that goes for your imagery. If they're coming to your website and it's a wedding here and a newborn here and commercial shoot here and seniors here, well, your clients are going to get confused on what type of photographer you actually are. Are you a wedding photographer? Are you a senior photographer? Are you boudoir, newborn? And guess what? Seniors are super, super picky. They only want the photographers that are senior photographers. If they're going to be spending money, if they want a high-end luxury experience, they're going to pick the best of the best. And you can be certain that that's going to be a photographer that specializes in senior photography. Same goes for editing style. We want to make sure that we're consistently doing our edits in the same way. If you're a photographer and you're like, just kind of change your edit based on the day of the week or what side of the bed you woke up on, well, that's going to be really confusing to our prospective clients. And lastly, before we wrap this video, what I want you to do is I also want you to ask yourself, what is it that you stand for? What are the types of clients that you want to be serving? What's your tagline? What's your brand motto? For me, it's stand out. I want to only work with clients that stand out, who know that they're unapologetically themselves, that they can be who it is that they want to be. It doesn't mean that they have to act a certain way or look a certain way. I want them to stand out and be different. That's who I want to attract. And so that's my brand line. Now get creative with your own. You don't want to just have like senior photos for everyone as your brand tagline. Maybe it's luxury senior portraits for the bold, adventurous senior. Maybe that's your brand motto. It immediately tells clients exactly who you are for. So make sure to grab our freebie. We put the starter kit in the description below. Make sure to grab that. And I would love to hear your tagline. So comment your tagline below. We'll give you some feedback. We'll hype you up along the way. And if you haven't already had a chance to check out other videos on our channel, well, we've got a next video suggested for you right here.